Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, this is SGTV News 4.
Good evening, USC. I'm Sloan O'Cone.
Welcome to Carolina Calendar. I am Kendall Smith. We are here keeping you up to date on what's happening around campus and in Columbia.
This week on the show, we will talk about Thursday After Dark Halloween events and later feature a special guest to talk about the Final Victory Animal Rescue Shelter.
Campus events are in full swing as Halloween is just 2 days away. So Sloan, tell me, what do we have first here on campus?
Well, Kendall, we have mentioned the spooky season multiple times, and now that Halloween is almost here, Campus Entertainment is giving their all to festivities, including tonight's Thursday After Dark, a campus haunted house. Thursday After Dark, You of Scream is tonight from 9 to 12 a.m. The haunted house is located in the Blatt PE Center. Admission is free for students. The link to RSVP can be found on Garnet Gate, and you can get some scary good fun before Halloween night. Kendall, I know that this is not for you.
It really isn't for me. We've talked about my dislike of spooky season on the show before. I would like for it to be a happy haunted house, but this sounds like a great time. You know, the Thursday before Halloween, Blatt PE Center. I used to live at Bates West. Bates West. Last year, lived there, super close to Blatt PE Center though. So I know if I were a freshman still, I'd probably make my way over there, kind of get a little festive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it would be a great way to start Halloween weekend.
Absolutely. I have to ask, Sloan. Well, we need to address the elephant in the room right now. So we are dressed up, obviously, as cheetahs.
I honestly forgot.
Because we wanted to come very festive for this Halloween-themed Carolina calendar. So
Absolutely.
Is this your favorite outfit, I have to ask, that we've ever worn?
Okay, this is my favorite outfit that we've ever worn on the show. Is it my favorite Halloween costume? No. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday out of the majority of them, if I'm going to be entirely honest. I love dressing up more than anything. This Tuesday, I was Tinkerbell.
Loved that. She had the side bangs and everything. It was so good.
Yes, it was so much fun. Tomorrow night, I'm being a Ravenclaw from Harry Potter, and then Saturday, I'm being a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So honestly, just covering all of the bases.
Well, I am being a cheetah every day. So yeah, I really showed out for this Halloween. You can tell Sloan and I's enthusiasm for Halloween this year. You really can. $15 on Amazon, best purchase for my Halloween costume. But to continue with what is going on in Columbia, oh my gosh, there is so much, because if you go to this haunted house, you might want to relax after. I know I certainly would, because I'd be just a little bit scared. So you are in luck, because Changing Carolina Peer Leaders is holding a yoga class tomorrow afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. located on Davis Field. Admission is absolutely free. We've talked about yoga a lot on the show, Sloan. I'd have to, get my down dog, do my sun salutations, and just kind of relax after being scared from that haunted house at Blatt PE Center.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's funny you mentioned down dogs. Stay tuned for our special guest.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, no, I think that this would be a great way to, chill the nerves after the haunted house.
Something really funny about me, and my roommates will always give me heck for this. I love yoga. We've talked about it. Mm-hmm. And whenever I get stressed at home, I'll just do like headstands. I can do the crow poses where you balance on your hands. Love doing that. So I'll just get on my carpet in the living room and just throw a headstand.
Absolutely.
Immediately.
And then you get the blood rushing to your head. It just gets you going for the rest of the day. It really gets you
energized. Yeah, so love this yoga class.
Well, after relaxing during the day, you can jump right back into the Halloween festivities at Frida Friday tomorrow night. The event is Halloween Origami from 8 to 10 p.m. located in the Russell House Ballroom A-B. Dress up in your Halloween costume, make Halloween-themed origami. I've never made origami.
Well, I know what I'm wearing to that event.
Cheetah
outfit, but I know I wouldn't be good at origami because let's face it, I'm not.
Besides small animals and small fun-sized candies, my fingers are really chubby. I have sausage fingers, so doing small things those you know those tiny kitchen videos that are like on Instagram and Facebook and stuff?
Yeah. They make ASMR videos to like small little food.
They drive me crazy. They drive me insane.
So did you play with Polly Pockets when you were little? Like
yes, but I literally chewed on the outfits more than I actually played with the dolls.
I was about to say, they were tiny and like their little shoes were so small. I could not put them on the feet of my little Polly Pockets.
I probably swallowed a few of the shoes, but I was a Bratz doll girl, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. Okay, somehow we got from Halloween origami to talking about Polly
Great
Pockets
event, though.
and Bratz dolls. Sounds like a lot of fun. You are right. And to stay informed on the events being held on campus, you can go on the Garnet Gate website and search Gamecock Entertainment or Carolina Productions to find free and fun things to do for students. Make sure to check that out, everyone.
To continue with what's going on in Columbia, if you don't have any plans for Halloween night, Angry Fish Brewing is hosting their 3rd annual Halloween party. It is located at 106 Fabrister Lane, Lexington, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. They're going to have a costume contest and more activities. More information can be found at experiencecolumbiasc.com. Well, if I didn't have work, this would be so much fun.
I know, you're working on Halloween, Sloan. What's with that? You are the spooky season girl.
It's okay.
So I have to call you out here and say you are working on Halloween, but get your dollar, get your buck, do what you have to do. Better than me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be fun. I'm going out tomorrow night with friends. It'll be, you know, we'll keep safe, social distance, mask on with the costumes. Don't worry, my mask matches my Ravenclaw costume. I have the blue one. It goes perfectly.
That reminds me of the TikTok, like, the houses that you're being sorted into for Harry Potter. Is that how you came up with it?
Well, no, because technically I'm a Hufflepuff, but this is just how we divided it up amongst the 4 of us.
Because I've only read 2 books of Harry Potter. Haven't watched any of the movies. Some people tell me I'm a Gryffindor. Some people say I'm a Slytherin, which is a little scary.
No, I think you're too sweet to be a Slytherin. I really feel like you'd either be Gryffindor or Hufflepuff. I'm not really sure.
I always wanted to be Hufflepuff because I like that name. I'm gonna have to read up on some Harry Potter. Maybe take a quiz on BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Figure out what my house is.
That's what that. No, I did it on Potter.com or something like that. That's how I figured.
Well, I have been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal.
Oh, same. The butterbeer is the best thing I've ever had.
So good. Love that place. Love that place. But another thing that I love that is coming up here on campus is the Masquerade Ball. It is on October 31st, Halloween, from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. It is located at 1626 Main Street. Tickets are $10, and that includes entry and small spooky bites. There will be a costume contest, food, drinks, and more, and tickets are available on eventbrite.com. What are small spooky treats? I always think of, from the grocery store, those little shortbread cookies that have like purple sprinkles, green sprinkles, and orange sprinkles. And let me just tell you, I was the girl back in elementary school when I brought those in for the Halloween party. The best.
Or like, you know those like little mini cupcakes that they have at Publix that are so good? Oh, those are probably spooky treats. I feel like, the sugar, did you say the sugar cookies that are like, you know, the ones they have them at Christmas time too, and they have the imprint.
Are they like thicker? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I feel like fun-sized candy, maybe some cheese balls, maybe some pretzels that are shaped like pumpkins or something fun. But speaking of masquerade balls, when I was little, I wanted my 16th birthday to be a masquerade ball. Never happened. Wanted it to be my sweet 16. It's okay, so I think I'm gonna have to, I have work. I was gonna say I'd make up for it. Whatever.
Well, but you can have another masquerade ball on your own. And you know, we are in the era of masks right now, so it works out perfectly. You've got your mask. I don't know if they mean like mask and mask or just one mask, but regardless, as long as we're staying safe.
That's so what they mean.
As long as we are staying safe, social distancing, making sure all of that is taken care of, this is gonna be a great time. Love the name, love the idea of small spooky bites. Only $10 too, so where could you go wrong? Great way to spend your Halloween.
Nowhere. We will be right back after this quick break, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. We are joined now by Shea Callahan from the Final Victory Animal Rescue Shelter. How are you doing tonight, Shea?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys doing?
We're good. I'm so glad that you're here.
Me too.
Welcome to Carolina Calendar. We are so excited to talk to you about one of my favorite animals. So, You work in an animal shelter, Final Victory, and as in between, the animal shelter is an in between for animals who need help in rehabilitation. They've yet to be transported to another adoption center. Could you sort of talk about what you guys do at Final Victory?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Final Victory Animal Rescue, which is a rescue that we supplement by boarding for other rescues located in the Northeast. There's this entire underground network in the rescue world that I did not know anything about until getting myself involved in it. There's transport companies that run 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week that take a dog from Texas, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina specifically, were the worst ones in the US, where people pull heavily from. And we transport them into the Northeast. They just enforce regulations, they enforce registrations, they have better laws that animals can't be left out in the cold, so their shelters are not as overcrowded as we have down here in the South. So we kind of, like I said, supplement our rescue that we have in the dogs we rescue and adopt out locally or into the Northeast, and then they kind of wait at our facility while they get spayed and neutered. Some of them get heartworm treatment, some of them are in really rough shape, emaciated, hair loss, demodex, and stuff like that. So they stay at us for a low cost where you won't find at a lot of other locations while they get that treatment. And then when they're ready to be adopted, they head on up north and find their homes.
That's crazy that you say that. My dogs are actually rescued. They came from North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
They are 2 small little rat dogs that are like Min Pin Chihuahua mixes.
Heinz 57.
Yes, one of them is named El Chapo and the other one is named Don Mateo. And I absolutely love them. They have Halloween pajamas that are my favorite thing right now. But that's so terrible. So for the dogs that are emaciated or may have, we were actually there on Tuesday covering a story, and there was one dog who had a gunshot wound.
Jenga Block, Jenga.
Yes.
So he's one of our seniors. He was actually, I don't know his story beyond the fact that Dutch Fork Animal Hospital, we have a lot of respect for them, and we use them quite frequently for some of our more complicated treatments. The founder of the rescue, Shea Callahan, takes her personal dogs there. They're a great place if you're looking for a vet office. So they gave us a call. They had a dog that was shot in the spine, bullet fragments were still in the spine, but he was not in pain. So they didn't want to euthanize him. They didn't think it was right. He still had a desire to live. He hobbled around, great attitude, got along with everything. So they asked if we had a place for him that we could give him at Final Victory. And we of course said yeah, and we brought him in, and the staff is in love with him. He'll slip and fall, and kind of his back end will fall down, as you may have saw. But he picks himself right back up and just hobbles along after the group, and yeah, he's just going to live out his day until someone wants to take him home.
Well, I need to take one from his book and just, constantly pick yourself back up. Are there any other types of animals that you guys take in at the shelter besides dogs?
We've stumbled into 3 kittens, which we're trying to make an appropriate place for them. And for some reason, we ended up with 6 bunnies about a month ago. They were in kind of rough condition, and they were outside our door, and we're animal people, so we're like, okay, we're gonna figure this out. And we found a lovely man out on a farm that would rehabilitate them and just bring them into his bunny area. And then our kittens, which we're getting spayed and neutered this month, and hopefully gonna send them on to a lovely home for them as well.
That's amazing. So Final Victory is close to campus, and I heard that a student organization has been volunteering with you guys. Can you talk a little bit about this organization and what they've done for you?
Give a Dog a Bone. They have been a godsend to us. They have put our volunteer program on absolute fire. We have been going for about 3 years almost. We had to shut our doors just because we didn't have the foster network we had. We did not have the volunteer network. We needed to regroup and figure out what direction to go. And then Matt came out of just left field with this team of people, and he's like, what do you want us to do? And he's put together this downstairs fence, because we have a downstairs area that's shared with some items on the other side that we don't want the dogs to get into. So we had to pop up a fence, and there was a chicken wire, and the dogs kept going under it, and it was creating a lot of chaos and issues, because we would have to go and clean that area as well. So they propped up this great pallet fence. They've taken over painting. They've sent us this amazing artist, Coco, who is giving us murals on the wall and making it like a home. It's not just a beaten up kind of warehouse that's fallen apart. They're bringing life to it, and they came in with 50 volunteers the other day, and have really given us volunteers. It's been incredible, absolutely incredible.
And if to anybody on campus who might be interested in getting involved in volunteering, do you have anything to say to them to motivate them to maybe taking that next step to coming out and either joining Give a Dog a Bone or maybe reaching out to you personally?
Yeah, we are all these animals have. That's it, this community, and there are so many people at this beautiful campus that can lend a hand, and if we don't, no one else is going to. So I hope that motivates them to come on by and lend a hand, walk a dog, mop a room, or whatever you want to do, hang out with kittens. Yeah.
Amazing. And do you guys have any events coming up? And
we do. We just had to postpone one because of Hurricane Zeta that's supposed to be here. We're going to have an open house to kind of welcome ourselves to the neighborhood, explain to the neighbors what we do and how we facilitate the transport of all these animals. So it's not just another shelter in Columbia that's going to be overrun and dirty and just overcrowded. And we want to explain to the community what it is exactly that we do. And so there's going to be some food vendors, there's going to be some pizza, some beer, some sale tables with some collars and dog-friendly items, a couple bandanas you might like. They're super cute. And yeah, hopefully we're going to do some Soda City events as well in the next coming week. We don't have a solid date on that one, but November 5th, we're going to have that open house, and people should pop by.
Amazing. Sounds like a lot of fun. I hope that everybody goes and checks it out. But thank you so much for coming out tonight, Shea.
Thank you for having us.
We loved having you. And I'm sure that everybody else out there appreciates it too. We will be right back after this quick break, so don't go anywhere.
Well, that's all we have for this week's show. Make sure to stay tuned every week to find out more on what's going on around campus and in Columbia.
And it would be absolutely perfect if you followed us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SGTV at USC. For Carolina Calendar, I'm Sloan O'Cone.
Great joke, Sloan. I am
I've been waiting to work
Smith.
it in.
Have a possum weekend and a great week, Carolina. Forever to the happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.